You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, GH fans, we've got a comings and goings update that is crucial. In case you're wondering, as Blaze left Port Charles to go on tour, how long until she's back? Well, she's not coming back. They fired Jacqueline Grace Lopez. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to talk about what the Blaze actress had to say about her abrupt firing, and we're going to talk about her leaving in tears and what this means for Christina and Natalia Ramirez. So I just wanted to get this out of the way. I'm struggling to understand why Frank Valentini axed Jacqueline Lopez and wrote Blaze out, but decided to keep Natalia around. Why? Eva LaRue is a great actress. This isn't about the actress. It's about her character. I struggle to think of one redeeming value that Natalia has. She's been awful to Blaze, tried to keep her locked in the closet, and then she was trash talking the gay community while Ava Jerome accidentally recorded her. Of course, then she on purpose released it. And then GH tried to tell us the real victim in all of that was Natalia, not Blaze, not her girlfriend Christina, Natalia. So it's clear that the powers that be were paving the way for Natalia to stay, but she's not likable. I see very few fans that like her, and most of them say Eva LaRue's great, Natalia is awful. All right, that is just staggering in and of itself. So let's get back to Jacqueline Grace Lopez's surprise firing. It's not just a surprise to fans that Christina broke up with Blaze and then Blaze left town. It was a surprise to the actress that plays her. Jacqueline Lopez posted a lengthy statement on Instagram, but I will just share the important part here. She said, "Not gonna lie, this goodbye hurts. I think because I didn't see it coming. That, and when you spend almost 2 years with this group, you start to feel like part of the fabric. Jobs come and go, but it's the people you miss. I'm definitely going to miss this bunch." And then she spoke to the fans saying, "My heart is so full, especially fans that embraced Blaze's journey as a gay woman and formed community around each other as a result. Y'all got me through some moments. I poured myself into this story because I knew it was going to matter. I just didn't know how much." And she closed saying, "This chapter of Blaze was an absolute gift. It feels so sudden, but I have to trust in timing. Heading out of Port Charles with nothing but gratitude. Thank you." So along with her words, Jacqueline Lopez also posted photos of her last day on the set. She started with the parking lot when she got there in the morning, and then photo of herself, a couple photos in hair and makeup. And then Lopez showed pics of herself and some of her scene partners, including Amanda Sutton, who plays BLQ, Maurice Benard, who of course plays Sunny. The Blaze actress also posted pictures of herself with Jeannie Francis, who plays Laura, Steve Burton, who plays Jason, Tanisha Harper, who plays Jordan, Taj Bello, who plays TJ, and even Frank Valentini, the executive producer. But it was what came next that was sad. She posted a video of herself crying backstage. I'm going to show you a little snippet of it right here. So there were a few other pics of her with some behind the scenes staff, along with Jane Elliott and Brooke Kerr. And then there was a shot of Blaze in front of Blaze actress Jacqueline Lopez in front of the iconic image of General Hospital on the logo, and then the parking lot as she exited in the dark on her final day. So I don't know if her firing is the latest collateral damage of so many writing regime changes or what. I wonder, with Blaze gone, if Christina is just going to turn into a mini mobster and go chasing revenge on Ava and, have no love life because she ruined it. And they had Blaze fire Natalia right as she left to go on tour. So now we have this very unlikable character left behind that a whole pile of fans don't want sticking around with no storyline reason for it, really. So then they tried to create one. Sunny promised a $500,000 investment to BLQ for Deception if she hired Natalia, and Brooklyn took the deal to her granny Tracy, who heard Natalia saying she wants to be CFO of Deception, Chief Financial Officer, and Tracy's like, "Over my dead body, no." So with so many storylines going on, loose ends left hanging and abandoned storylines, why exit Blaze and contrive this thing trying to keep Natalia when they have to know the fan base doesn't like her and doesn't want her. So in terms of other comings and goings, we've got Lucky Spencer back very soon and Lulu Spencer coming at some point relatively soon because they are hiring a recast actress instead of bringing back Emmy Ryland, which everybody wanted. Rick Lansing is back next week for Molly, but it looks like a short stay for Rick Hurst. Fans are kind of torn. They either love him or hate him. Emma Samms is heading back pretty soon as Holly Sutton. It's kind of like an old school reunion, and I'm assuming they're going to try and stop the ratings hemorrhage. It did pick up a little bit last week, but that's about summer ending, not about vast improvements behind the scenes or in the writing. And all this has just got to be tough news for Jacqueline Grace Lopez, but it's not the first time that GH has done something like this. They abruptly fired Rebecca Budig from the role of Hayden Barnes mid-contract when she was actually a very well-liked character and people were into her storyline. They abruptly axed Roger Howarth and killed off Austin and then never revealed who did it after building it up into something important. That's just frittered away. Michael Easton was just let go as Hamilton Finn. GH has still not confirmed if James Patrick Stewart and Scarlett Fernandez are gone for good as Valentine and Charlotte Cassadine. And there is this persistent chatter that Adam Harrington, who was hired on contract as Jagger, will be exited soon as well. I've said this before, and I believe it to be true today. Recasting old roles, firing existing actors, bringing back old fan favorite actors, none of that is going to fix what's wrong with GH and why the ratings keep falling. So we got a slight bump last week, probably because I think the whole half side of the country, I know all up and down the East Coast, almost all the students were back to school. But the problem isn't the actors or characters on the canvas, it's the writing. They fired Dan O'Connor and Chris Van Atten. Then they brought in Patrick Mulcahy, which was an exciting hire. And then they set him beside Elizabeth Corte, who's been there a long time. But then they turn around and almost abruptly fired Patrick. Rehired Chris, I think, is like a breakdown writer. And then they re-promoted him to co-head writer and set him back beside Corte. It's crazy. There is no continuity in the writer's room. I don't know what Frank Valentini is thinking. It feels like it's just chaos in that room just based on all the upheavals. You can't have storyline flow if you keep, treating these people like temps and pulling them in and out, firing and hiring, and then just thinking you can plug in different cast and that's going to fix it. I mean, we certainly hope Jacqueline Lopez gets a great new gig soon and that Blaze's exit, maybe it won't be permanent. Who knows? But with how they keep playing musical chairs with actors and writers, it just doesn't bode well. But we definitely wish her well. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you're not following us and come back soon. As always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt, talking General Hospital with you 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.